When the whispers first started that the Jackson family and the Pixies were both allegedly circling Taylor Swift over her new album, it felt like the pop culture universe stopped spinning for a second. Two legendary acts from totally different eras taking aim at the most powerful pop star alive. It's the kind of storyline you don't even have to exaggerate. It's already wild. And the timing couldn't have been more chaotic, because Taylor's 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, was supposed to be her big, glittering, self-aware moment. Instead, it's become a cultural battleground of bad reviews, lyric wars, legal whispers, and internet meltdowns that refuse to die down. The album officially dropped worldwide on October 3rd. If you followed Taylor for even a minute, you know she lives for her hidden messages. Easter eggs are her love language, and fans treat them like sacred texts. She first teased the album in a playful way during an appearance on Travis Kelce and his brother's podcast, New Heights. From there, she went into full cryptic mode. Clues were scattered across visuals, interviews, and pop-up events, driving fans into a decoding frenzy. Every lyric, every shade of lipstick, every mysterious mirror scribble was dissected like it contained the secrets of the universe. When the project finally arrived, the energy online exploded. The album contains 12 tracks and just one feature, Sabrina Carpenter on the title track. Taylor described it as effervescence bottled, like capturing the chaotic magic of her tour life and turning it into music. She framed it as a look behind the curtain, the mystery, the pressure, the chaos that comes with perfection. It sounded like everything fans love. But once people actually listened, the reaction was a lot more complicated. Critics and fans quickly started picking out three big issues. First, nothing immediately stood out as a clear, unforgettable hit. For someone with a catalog full of earworms, that was a surprise. Second, the iconic bridges were nowhere to be found. The woman who built entire tour moments around the Cruel Summer Bridge somehow didn't deliver a single standout transition this time. And third, despite promising that this album would have the lyrical depth of folklore, a lot of listeners felt it didn't come close. Instead, it leaned into a full showgirl fantasy. Glamorous, theatrical, sometimes raw, but not that deep. Reviews started rolling in, and they weren't pretty. Many hovered around the 60 out of 100 mark. Some critics went as low as 1 star out of 5. One called it a labored listen that lacks the sharpness of her previous work. Another said her usual ferocity seemed dialed down, that the obsessive, detail-driven Taylor of the past had given way to someone who felt strangely relaxed. Then came the lyric that blew everything wide open. Oftentimes, it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me. If you were anywhere near social media that week, you saw it. The lyric was first teased during a New York pop-up experience where rooms, orange lighting, lipstick messages, and cryptic decor all tied back to the album. That exact line appeared on a mirror in peachy lipstick and became the opening of the third track. And on release day, it lit up an entire billboard in Times Square. It wasn't just a lyric. It was positioned as the emotional anchor of the entire album. The reaction was instant and intense. Some fans called it hauntingly honest. Others said it felt too polished, like a PR stunt. But then the wider internet got a hold of it, and that's when the tone shifted hard. Viral posts mocked the idea of the world's highest-earning pop star, declaring that her life isn't glamorous. One sarcastic comment summed it up. "Yeah, I bet flying private to your 18th mansion must be exhausting." Another, "She's worth over $1 billion, and this is her idea of struggle?" The backlash was brutal. Memes flew. TikToks roasted the billboard. Twitter threads painted her as tone-deaf, playing the Struggle Olympics from a golden stage. Critics piled on too. Some said the message was repetitive, like a remix of "Hi, I'm the problem, it's me." Others pointed out that Taylor has explored her fame from every angle before, through reputation, through documentaries, through endless interviews. To them, this felt like old territory with a shiny new costume. And yet, not everyone was dragging her. Her most loyal fans fought back, saying the lyric wasn't about privilege, it was about pressure. They argued that fame can be emotionally draining no matter your bank account, and that this was Taylor at her most self-aware. Rumors even surfaced that the lyric was inspired by a real breakdown moment backstage during one of her biggest tour stops. That theory painted the lyric as raw confession, not PR spin, and it gained serious traction in fan circles. While this lyrical war was exploding, the whispers about lawsuits started gaining volume. Blind items hinted that lawyers connected to a famously litigious pop family were circling after hearing a guitar riff on Taylor's track Woods that allegedly sounded a little too close to their classic hit, I Want You Back. Around the same time, chatter grew that a legendary alternative group, yes, the Pixies, were reportedly eyeing legal action over her song Actually Romantic, which some listeners say resembles Where Is My Mind? Nothing's been confirmed publicly, but the idea of Taylor Swift facing off against two music legends at once sent gossip channels and fan forums into a frenzy. It added a new layer to the drama. This wasn't just about lyrics or vibes anymore. It was potentially about legal territory. Then, just as the noise seemed to hit a peak, something leaked. A TikTok audio snippet appeared out of nowhere over the weekend. The line, "All that glitter's fading fast, but they still want me to dance." Fans immediately linked it to the album's central theme of showbiz exhaustion, calling it poetic and devastating. But skeptics were quick to call out the suspicious timing. A perfectly clear lyric, dropping right after controversy erupted. Please. Taylor doesn't do coincidences. Many believe the leak was carefully planned to steer the conversation and stoke curiosity for another wave of streaming. And if that wasn't enough, another lyric from the album's outro track reignited the fire. It's so hard being a billionaire with fame and power. She delivers it with a playful wink in the next line, but by then, the internet had already lost its mind. Some fans saw it as cheeky self-parody, while others treated it like the final straw. One viral comment said, "Her Rhode Island house alone is worth more than my rent 1,000 times over." She's not miserable. She loves the spotlight. Others threw her own lyrics back at her, pointing out the covert narcissism line from Anti-Hero and saying it hits differently now. Through all this chaos, Taylor has said absolutely nothing. No statements, no clarifications, no interviews to clean things up. And honestly, she doesn't need to. Streams are through the roof. Social media is obsessed. She's dominating every conversation without lifting a finger. Half the internet says this is her most vulnerable era yet. A peek behind the curtain at a woman performing through exhaustion. The other half says it's a masterclass in manipulation, another round of deliberate marketing moves dressed up as authenticity. Whether you see her as the exhausted showgirl or the genius strategist, one thing's undeniable. Taylor has everyone exactly where she wants them. Talking, arguing, streaming, watching, and those lawsuit whispers, they're still hanging in the air. Whether they actually materialize or not, the damage, or brilliance, is already done. Taylor took one lyric and turned it into a cultural flashpoint. Her album may not have landed the way critics expected, but it's dominating headlines, timelines, and fan debates like nothing else. It's showbiz, it's strategy, it's spectacle. And Taylor Swift is right at the center, probably with that knowing grin on her face, watching the world lose its mind over every move she makes.